Qualifiers. My name is Logic, and this is going to be a very fun TVZ, I imagine. Down here at the bottom right side of the map, we have Evil Genius's very own EGSuppy. Conan just played a really nice two back-to-back games right there, defending 2 racks, and then of course defending a very strong 2-base aggression of Hellbats, Reapers, and Banshees. He's going to be facing off against his opponent over here at the left side of the map. He is the Blue Terran RuFF. Him and Balloon actually had a really funny game yesterday. If you guys didn't have a chance to watch it, I actually had to watch it a little bit earlier today just to see it. Reapers, man. Reapers, and more Reapers. Just massive amounts of Reapers. Very fun, very high-paced game to watch from the start. And that was one of the funny things where, like, there were some players that were actually, like, shocked, like, something like that actually happened. I'm like, no, like, if you've ever watched RuFF stream, like, that's what he does. Like, he's got very quirky, funny, gimmicky build orders that sometimes work out really well. And I mean, this has been like type of playstyle ever since, you know, the early days. So anywhere from, you know, in-base, like 2-star port Banshee, I mean, just anything you could really imagine. This dude attempts to be as creative as he possibly can in terms of aggression. You could already see we got the 1-base double gas, 2 barracks at the front. We'll see what his follow-up is going to be to it. Going to be interesting to watch how this in-base 2 racks happens. I don't know how much success or how much realistic success it's going to have. Does Suppy spot the bunker getting built? Yes, he does. The Overlord and the creep starting to extend its way over there. SCV beginning to get focused down. One does go down. The second one's going to attempt to build it, but there's 6 Marines. He shouldn't be really so passive with it. He should actually probably try to chase this down and put it out. Like, I'm not sure right here why Conan became just all of a sudden so timid. Like, he's got to understand he's got the numbers game in his advantage. Oh, 6 Marines versus 3, 6 things versus 3 Marines. It could have happened, and he could have at least maybe pulled one off or waited for the Queen just to micro down to it. Now, what this is going to do for RuFF, it's not exactly going to prevent Suppy from sitting here nicely and comfortably on 2-base, but Suppy will have to at least get a spine crawler, so anything that does pop out of the bunker can pop out and begin harassing, because that's part of the problem right there, is trying to bounce back and forth over here. It's going to be a little bit of a while before you're going to be able to realistically take a 2-base, but even more so than that, this is just kind of the annoying fact. It's the annoying factor. That's the best way I could call it. It's the annoying factor. It's very tough to deal with. It's very tough to handle at times, unless you have a spine crawler down here, because you could just bounce out, bounce back in, bounce out, bounce back in. Moving the spine crawler down. Gonna put it back inside the bunker. Spine crawler moving down to the low ground. 3 Queens now out. And really, Suppy shouldn't be really too worried about it. He should be able to get a lot of drones down here. It's a natural base. He's now completely safe, at least in my opinion. And almost this is going to become one of those wastes for RuFF, because remember, he doesn't have an expansion off of this just yet. He does have Reapers though, and that's so damn funny. I don't know why, man. It's because it's RuFF. It's just so damn funny. Like, the fact that he follows this up from 1 base, 2 barracks that barricades him in over here into Reapers, and he's gonna have actually quite a bit of Reapers, so he's got to be very careful. And he's gonna barricade. He's gonna put a bunker down here on the low ground as well. I am so, like, thrilled that this is happening right now. Not for the fact that Suppy's getting barricaded in, but the fact that that this is just happening right now. This build order is actually real. Now he salvages the bunker off of the high ground, and then naturally he still has that elevator bunker over there if he needs it. Lings are in proximity, starting to gnaw away at some of those Reapers. Queen's moving over right now. Good idea in terms of dropping that creep tumor right there. If he can connect that natural and start spreading that creep a little bit closer to the edges over here, that's going to help him out a lot. SCV goes down before he even has a chance to finish up that bunker. Unfortunately, man, just seconds away. Queen's starting to poke away at that bunker right there. That one remaining SCV on this side of the map comes over and should be able to finish it up. Indeed he does. Does have to repair, but there is a lot of Queens firing at it. And Conan doing, I mean, the best job that he possibly can in terms of holding this. RuFF still continuing to build Reapers, man. Double reactor Reapers, and they're coming up into the high ground, getting a little bit of damage done. Deuce managed to snipe down that creep tumor for the time being. He still has that outskirted bunker over here if he really does need it. This is so this is so goofy. This is so goofy because you almost never see this. Alright, we look back at RuFF base right now, lifting off the barracks, putting them in the main base, building factories over the reactors, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like an armory coming up really soon and he just follows this up with if he just follows this up with mass double reactor helibats on top of the Reapers. Now, Reapers, of course, they do have a lot of mobility, so they do have a lot of potential to escape. That lower ground bunker does create some creates an interesting engagement in terms of moving down, trying to break out, because right about the area where he gets down here, he's got to really micro his way out of it, and he'll jump to the high ground, jump back down. Bunker does get focused down though, so good hold right here from Suppy, doing a good job with just pushing everything back that he possibly can. Reapers are still continuing to stay alive. The thing you got to remind yourself is both players are on 2 base now, so RuFF technically has caught up. He's still okay. There we go. Begun making SCV production once again. Drop on the mules. Doesn't really have a lot of worker count that he could work with. He's only got 25, so that is a little bit of an issue. But we'll see. With a lot of these Hellions coming out, if he gets armor out pretty quick, a lot of Hellbats can be tough to deal with just queens and a few roaches and lings. So let's see how this ends up going. So damn goofy. One Carapace and missiles and roach speed about to finish up. RuFF coming strong across the map with a lot of Reapers and the Hellions, of course. Units out in the middle of the map. Now he does spot the roaches, so I don't care how many like Hellions and Reapers that you do have. You should, with the support of Lings, you should be able to fight this. There's a lot of roaches, especially right now. Like, you should be able to push this back. And that is a lot of roaches from Conan. He's got 10 more in production right now. Losing a lot of the Hellions. The Hellions are actually trying to path their way out and manage to get body blocked in a sense by the pathing right there, and loses a lot of them along the way. Reapers are going to begin heading across the map, but really Reapers, he doesn't even really have to worry about them for now. RuFF desperately trying to make some units out as quick as he possibly can. He's adding what is he adding it to? Oh my god, he's actually got quadruple starport inside the main base right now, trying to get reactors out so he can produce banshees. He doesn't have enough time though. A lot of these forces are breaking in, and even if he does have the time and day to maybe produce banshees, the problem is going to be right there. He's going to lose all of his workers, he's going to lose a lot of his production, a lot of his buildings, and by the time he spends, clearing out all of these roaches, he's going to basically give Conan the ability to produce spore crawlers and a lot of queens for defenses. So, calls a GG. Game 1 does go to Conan. Good play by him. Very weird game. My god.